What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Welcome back to the third Faygo break. So, what I wanted to do with these Faygo breaks, what I wanted to make them kind of become, is either an end of the month or I'm thinking the start of the month kind of hangout. Take a break each month, just kind of go over things that happen during that month. Maybe take a look at what I have planned for the next month as far as projects go, shit like that. Maybe even throw out some, off the wall topics, my 2 cents, what you thinking about type shits. But, yeah, just finished episode 4 of Sink or Float. I think it's getting better. I don't know. You guys leave me feedback. I'm new to OBS Studio. This stream right here that I'm doing is the third time that I've actually used it. So it's a learning process. I'm getting better with it. But, I figured CPN's doing these live streams using these OBS Studios. I figured I would jump right in with that. Like right now, I can't figure out why the hell my chat's not working. I have it set to actually pop up and show you guys what is being said in the chat. So let me just, like I said, learning process here. Let's just figure out why this is not working. There it goes. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I hope you guys like that intro. Like I said, I'm playing around with this OBS Studio so that I could do more shows, kind of like what CPN's been doing. If I'm going to be CPN 2.0, why not? Why not ride the coattails? Eh? But, yeah, so July is going to be a big month. So you guys know I'm doing my year of reviews. Every review I've never done, I'm doing this year for 2017. And June was slow. We had what? Book of the Wicked, chapter 1 at the beginning of June, and then we had The Great Milenko, which I hope y'all liked what I did with Great Milenko. I had actually some people legitimately asking, like, what the fuck happened? I don't think they realized that was part of the gag. That was part of the gimmick, if you will. I happen to have Mickey Mouse gloves, so I was like, yeah, why not? I'll try to do the review on the anniversary that it came out through Hollywood Records. Have him snatch that shit right out of my fucking hand. And so for everybody wondering, the review is coming out in August when Island re-released it. So big shout out to Billiam. Billiam hitting the super chat. Says, sorry I missed Sink or Float live. Like the intro. Thank you very much. I want to try to make a dope intro for Sink or Float. So far I got the Ring My Bell, Notification Squad, whatever you want to call that, alert, announcement, whatever. But I want to actually come up with a legitimate, straight up intro for Sink or Float. So we'll see. We'll see. We're only 4 episodes into season 2, so maybe by at least halfway mark, maybe I'll have one. If not, maybe season 3 will be revamped or up on it by having that awesome intro. So, but the Ring My Bell intro that actually came from Crazy McCormick when he was on CPN's live stream, and he had to hop off of there. He said something about ringing the bell. He said, ring the bell. And I was like, oh yeah, ring my bell, ring my bell. So, had to do it. Yeah, Lotus Podcast, ring my bell. What I'm calling that is my notification squad. So, and I have ideas that I want to do with the notification squad. I'm not sure yet. Honestly, what I have actually jotted down here to touch on is the future of the giveaways. Because right now, financially, things are getting a little tight for me. They upped my health insurance at work, so I actually don't have as much extra money as I used to do giveaways. So, hitting super chat like Billiam did, it does help. Because every giveaway I've done came out of my own pocket. That's why I monetize, because I use my own money for these giveaways, and I've got it written down here. Every single giveaway I've ever done. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about the fucking giveaways right now, the future of the giveaways. So since I started YouTube 4.5 years ago. If you guys don't know, I started doing YouTube videos in February of 2013. So the first one I did was the XXX version of Tunnel of Love. Okay. Then I did a giveaway for Twisted's New Nightmare. This is stuff I actually bought. I actually did another giveaway for Psychopathics from Outer Space Part 2, but that one I already had, so the only thing I paid out of money for that was shipping, so it's kind of whatever to me. But actual CDs that I had to buy to send to the winners was Tunnel of Love XXX, Twisted's New Nightmare. Then I did The Marvelous Missing Link Found, which shout out to Echoside Fiend, the homie Timmy. He was the winner of that one. Then I gave away 2 holiday heats. I was planning to do 3, but I only had 2 people more or less enter into that one. So the third one I just gave to my brother. Then I did a Phantom Extra Spooky Edition EP. We had Casket Factory, which the winner for that one never claimed it, so I ended up giving it to Beastmaster. Still a giveaway nonetheless. Then we had Into the Echoside last year for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Then we had the MNE Green Book. We had My Filthy Spirit Bomb for Gmoski. You had Tech Nine's The Storm. Juggalo Weekend this year, I gave away 2 CDs since they were doing a sale. Then I also did Juggalos Against Sanity for hitting 1,700 subscribers. And most recently, Fuck the Fuck Off, Motherfucker. Now, I made guesstimates on how much money I've actually put into that, not counting shipping or tax or anything like that. Just a rough guesstimate of how much the CDs and stuff themselves cost. So you had Tunnel of Love was 15. Twisted's New Nightmare, usually they charge about $10 for their CDs. Found was about 10. Same way with Holiday Heat, because I gave away 2, that was 20. Phantom was 10. Casket Factory was 10. Into the Echoside 40. MNE 10. You know, a lot of 10s in there. You had the Juggalo Weekend CD. I bought 2 of those, so that was 20. And then you had Juggalos Against Sanity, which was 25, and Fuck the Fuck Off Motherfucker, which was 25. So if you want to count in shipping, I've spent easily about $400 out of my own pocket. So the future of the giveaways right now is uncertain, because I know I stated last year that I had a goal to every new CD that I myself pre-order, I was going to do a giveaway for. Then I turned around with everything going on, you know, full support for Psychopathic Records, said that every Psychopathic release I would do a giveaway for that I pre-order. But at this point in time, because of my insurance, I don't know if I can even stick to that goal. So as of right now, the future of giveaways, or when the next giveaway is going to be for that matter, is very, very, very uncertain. I have no idea. But, you know, hitting Super Chat helps. And yeah, I don't expect it, but it helps. It allows me to be able to do the giveaways, because I'm trying to get it to the point now from my analytics, from, you know, monetizing, how much money I've actually gotten back from monetizing. I'm close to getting back what I've already put in. So the future of giveaways could be fully dependent on how much money my videos are making. But I do want to do giveaways. I do know that. It's just right now, financially, it's becoming more difficult. So anyway, back to the original main point of the actual live stream here. Taking a look into July. So July, for the year of reviews continuing, we have on the 8th, DJ Clay's Let 'Em Bleed, the mixtape, Volume 2. We have on the 11th, Boondocks' The Harvest. On the 15th, we have Check Your Shit In, Bitch from Psychopathic Writers. On the 17th, we have Riding Dirty from Psychopathic Writers, but then we also have Tales from the Lotus Pod from Dark Lotus. You got Wizard of the Hood on the 22nd, along with Pony Down on the 22nd. Then on the 23rd, we have The Chaos Theory from Jumpsteady. On the 25th, we have Blaze's solo self-titled debut EP. And then on the 27th, we have Dirty History. So those are all reviews coming out in July for you guys to look forward to. A lot. So, especially the days where there's 2 of them that dropped on the same day. That's gonna be rough. So, let's see. Billiam's talking to me in the chat here. You give away a lot more than channels that have a lot more subscribers. My PayPal I don't know, man. I know what you're gonna do. I appreciate it, but I can't ask that of you. But I know I give away a lot. It's my way of saying thanks to the viewers, to the subscribers. So I appreciate it, Billiam. I do appreciate your gesture of what you're trying to do here. But I can't ask that. You've already given a lot. You've hit super chat the most, and I appreciate it. You've definitely given enough. So I'm going to respectfully decline to tell you what my PayPal is because I know what you're going to do. But I appreciate it. So as far as anything else that's going to go down in July, I know there's a lot of shit going on. You never know when a My 2 Cents is going to drop. I've actually got video ideas that I never came through with, like was every album dedicated to the butterfly? That's a project I had thought about doing quite some time ago, actually going through and finding the different albums that haven't been dedicated to the butterfly, because there is quite a bit, actually. Little D's birthday is coming up, y'all, so happy birthday in advance to Lil D. Oh, Syria Kuhn said, sweet shirt, thank you. The hat actually says Jack Jekyll, and then on the back, you know, has Jack as well. But in the wintertime, I have a Jake knit hat as well as a Jack knit hat, so I wear the opposite corresponding brother, so that when you see the back of the shirt, it says Amazing Jekyll Brothers. You know, you get the idea that they're brothers, so... Nightmare Juggalo made an update on his Juggalo in Needs contest video. Check it out. Alright, that's what's up. Nightmare Juggalo, I know I had told him to hit me up when he started doing the Juggalo in Need contests again, so that I can help show support for that. So I'll make an actual separate video for that, for the Juggalos in Need, to help you get some leeway on that. July 12th is Nightmare Juggalos. You're going to be 29. 29, that makes you, what, 7 months younger than me. January 25th is my birthday, and I just turned 29 this year. Super Chat, at the bottom of the chat, there's a $sign. You click on that, and you can pay a sum of money to have, if you scroll back up, you can see Billy Sarducci, a.k.a. my little nickname for him is Billiam. He hit it, and what it does is it highlights your chat, and it leaves it up for a certain period of time. At the very tip top, you'll actually see a little like icon where you can still click on it and see what the message was. I'm assuming they rolled out Super Chat for the huge YouTube channels that do live streaming. They have like easily, what, who knows how many fucking people watching their live streams at a time. If you've ever been in one of those and you watch the chat, man, it just fucking scrolls past. It's hard to keep up with those it's hard to keep up with those chats. So I'm assuming that's where Super Chat came in, because then anybody in those chats then can actually send a special message that'll pop out to the YouTuber, who will then read the message. But I show love to everybody in the chat. The super chats are greatly appreciated, but I definitely do not expect you to super chat in order to get my attention. Just putting my name, DCFAYGOGUY, actually highlights it in orange, as you guys can probably see. Nightmare Juggalo said my name, and it highlights it so that I can see. So if I'm not reading your chat or your message, just throw my name in there, and it helps get my attention, because I do have ADHD like a motherfucker. I am sitting here with not one but two, and actually a sweet ass fucking Hatchet Man fidget spinner and a fucking fidget cube right here at my desk, because I am known to fidget. That's how I roll. Yeah, this is probably the first trend in a long time that I actually jumped on board with while it was still popular. Usually I wait. I'm a late trender. Like, just this Monday night, Megs and I started playing Pokemon Go for the first time. And I gotta tell you, I'm loving Pokemon Go. That shit is bringing my childhood back to me. The excitement that I had as a kid playing the Game Boy. See, look at me now. I'm sitting here fucking spinning this damn thing. The excitement that I had as a kid playing Pokemon on the Game Boy has come back. Like, super excited. We started playing Monday, and today was the first day we actually went to gyms and started battling. So, what up, Alan the Clown? What's up, man? You had a live stream that you. I don't know if it ever went live or not, but it was for your collection, your CD collection. I tried watching it, but it was like there wasn't a video there. It was like it was waiting for you to go live. Billiam, you're absolutely fine. You're not being too forward, and I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate the love. See, Lil D on July 15th is going to be 28. Oh yeah. I don't feel like such an old fart now. A lot of motherfuckers are right around my age, so. Nightmare Juggalo hitting the super chat, $5. DCFAYGOGUY is an awesome, cool dude. He's got my support always. He's one of my few favorite YouTubers. I appreciate that, Nightmare. Actually, speaking of YouTubers, if anybody remembers Psychopathic Reviews, the guy that helped inspire me to do YouTube videos, he's actually still doing YouTube videos, just not Juggalo related. He's actually got a gaming channel now called Real Life Arcade. So go check that out. It's actually really dope. He said he has plans to press it up on DVD like that and possibly sell it. So I think it's cool. He's doing seasons, kind of like what I'm doing with Sink or Float. I think he said season 1's wrapped up. He did 10 episodes of that. And he's crazy talented at editing. I'll tell you that right now. So if you're into gaming at all, like old school gaming for that matter, go check out Real Life Arcade. Shit's dope. I'm gonna put this down because I feel like it's way too distracting. Yes, I am fidget spinning. What was we were just talking about? We were talking about the chat, and I was explaining super chat and the fact that sometimes bigger YouTubers have chats that like scroll by. Their chats go by too fast, so super chat's kind of a way to get their attention. And I mentioned the fact that if I'm not paying attention to your message, to just mention my name so that it'll highlight it. Because I do have ADHD, as I pointed out. 1 fidget spinner, 2 fidget spinner, and a fidget cube. Because I fidget. I do fidget. And I try to steal Meg's too. So, yes. Fidget spinning is probably the first trend in a long time that I hopped on board with while it was still cool. The last one before that was probably when Pokemon first came out back in the late 90s, and then before that would have been the Yomega X-Brain yo-yos, if anybody remembers those. I was all about the Yomegas back in the day. So super chat, super. Alan the Clown wouldn't let me go live, couldn't delete it. You should be able to delete it, but if you haven't done your CD collection video, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Lil D, he was an inspiration to me too. Must be talking about Psychopathic Reviews. I've tried to get him to come back and make more videos. I don't think his heart's in it anymore. But like I had told him on one of his first episodes on Real Life Arcade, that I'm glad to see him doing videos again. He just took it from one passion to another. So it's all good, man. He's good at making videos. He's good at editing, so he's putting it towards that at least. What up, Eric? Yeah, Alan, I would highly suggest doing it recorded versus doing it live. That way you can, even if you have an editor, chop it up a little bit. I know I have a lot of requests to see my collection now, like an updated one. I did one last year, but I titled it my complete, like all caps complete Psychopathic collection, because it was all the CDs that I wanted to collect, because I didn't have any A and B in it. I didn't have any of the Esham albums that he put out on Psychopathic. I didn't have Date and Family. There was a lot that I didn't have because I just ain't into that, so I don't have them. But I had people pointing out, well, this isn't a complete collection because you don't have this, or this isn't a complete collection because you don't have this. And it's like, so I'm thinking what I might end up doing is at the beginning of every year, do an updated collection video. You know what I mean? And title it, you know, in parentheses with the actual year and state that it's updated or update collection, whatever. Just to show that I've added to it, because there is times I do go back and get other ones. Like at the time that I made that video, I didn't have the Super Villains Furious CD. I have it now. So that's kind of a for instance. Do I like Shrek? I do like Shrek. I've only seen the first 3 movies. Third one wasn't as good as the second one. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, but I do like them. Anita is going good. Is going real good. It's getting hot here in Indiana. 4th of July is just around the corner. We're doing, this is what, the 3rd year in a row that we've done an annual cookout. So excited for that. Have the family over, cook some burgers and dogs, and light fireworks off. And yeah, Megs is making her Faygo Jello dessert. So things are going good. Okay, Alexander Wicked Clown says check out Faygo Lovers' website. They have released the Gathering of the Juggalos lineup. No big hoodoo this year, apparently. So that's what, and then Chuck put in there, hoodoo is missing because of a typo. Yeah, I know Carnival Spirits was just live with every Saturday afternoon. They were going over the actual lineup. So if you guys want to go check out Carnival Spirits, the link to Carnival Spirits is always in the description. It's right there on my main YouTube channel. Right below where I have the image that says Carnival Spirits member, there's actually a link for YouTube to go check out Carnival Spirits if nobody knows about Carnival Spirits. Hopefully everybody knows about Carnival Spirits if they know who I am. So Billiam again hitting the super chat, says shout out to Megs, he enjoys the vlogs. She's got both of her hands in the air like this. Okay, a little sneak peek for you. Meg says that the Faygo Jello dessert is going to be in her next vlog, so. Yes, yeah, Lil D did a live video on his collection. I watched it. Live videos can be tricky because you got to be there in the moment for the people watching live, but they save. So sometimes I feel like if you make the video too much about the live part of it, it takes away from those who don't watch it live. It's a weird balancing system that I'm trying to come up with myself. But the Faygo break is 100% about the live. So I had the idea of making the Faygo breaks unlisted after they're no longer live, but they've actually gotten a lot of people still coming in and commenting after they've not been live. So I'm thinking enough people are watching them. I know sometimes watching Hangouts or live streams can be very taxing because they tend to be long. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I miss an episode of every Saturday afternoon from Carnival Spirits, sometimes it's hard to go catch up and watch that whole thing. So for the most part, I try to just actually be there for the Hangouts, but I haven't for the last 3 weeks. And a lot of it is because of Sink or Float. I try to make sure I am not too distracted and not losing track of time so that I can go live with Sink or Float, which I don't know. It's conflicting right now because every Saturday afternoon is actually running later in the afternoon than it used to. We used to every time, 12 o'clock on the dot Eastern Standard Time, we went live. It's pushing more later into the evening, so I may actually readjust Sink or Float to go live at noon versus 6 p.m. just to save myself from competing with them, because it seems to be happening a lot as I'm competing with Carnival Spirits, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, and I want to be able to actually start joining those Hangouts again. So, you should feel this bitch ass Arizona heat. It feels like hell, haha. But that's good to hear, man.
It's drier there.
Yeah, it is drier there. It's humid here.
That makes a difference.
Actually, hilariously enough, CPN, Panic 17, and Beastmaster at the Gathering. Not so much, I'm going to say not so much with CPN, but mainly with Panic and a little bit with Beastmaster, they weren't really used to the humidity of Ohio. But since Ohio is close enough to Indiana, we pretty much have very similar weather this time of year. So as we're sitting there, yes, it's hot and humid last year at the gathering, but we were sitting there just kind of chilling. We were doing okay. Yes, it was hot. But then I look over and there's Panic like, fuck this heat. Fucking humidity sucks. It's just, even on a day where it's not necessarily hot, the humidity just weighs on you. It sucks. So, I've been to Arizona a long ass time ago, like 98. I think it was 1998 the last time, the only time I should say that I went to Arizona. Back when I lived in Utah. That's how long ago that shit was. Yeah, Lil D, I would definitely make it just recorded. How long do I plan on making each live show? I might try to stick to an hour, but if the chat's going real good and I'm interacting with you guys, then I'm willing to keep going. But I also, on Sunday mornings, I have to be up for work. I got to be at work at 5, so I get up out of bed about 3:30. Well, my alarm goes off at 3:30, but I don't actually climb out of bed till 4 in the morning. So I do have to keep that in mind. But the Faygo breaks, I want to do them either on the last day of the corresponding month or the first day. You know, does that make sense? Like, I wanted to do this live stream last night, but I was really tired from work and we ended up watching Doctor Strange, and then we were ready to crash. So,
Apparently I crashed before it was over.
yeah. So I think probably the first of each month is when I'll do these Faygo breaks, and it'll more or less just be like kind of a more or less, what do you want to call it? Like a forecast of possible videos to come out in the future, and it just take a break and kick it with the chat. Any questions anybody ever has, this is the time to ask them. That's what the Faygo break is there for. So, as long as the chat keeps going, I'll keep the stream going long enough to keep that interaction going. You know what I mean? So. Yes, like, yeah, Billiam said he's from Toledo, and the Great Lakes put a sick ass amount of humidity in the air. Yes, definitely. Actually, we had to stop in Toledo when we went to the games convention because of rain. We were on the interstate, and it just started pouring. So we pulled off, stopped at a McDonald's. I couldn't even tell you where it was without pulling up a map. But we had to stop because the rain was awful. It set us back like 30.
And it was really dark out.
Yeah, it was starting to get dark out on the same hand. So we ended up stopping, and what did it cost us? Like 30 minutes of travel time.
Oh, easily 30, 40.
So, hey, what up, Murder Block? Doctor Strange was amazing. Yeah, I want to watch it again. I don't know why, but the volume was like really low. I don't know if that was just Netflix or if it was just our TV. Might also be the fact that I had an AC right here by, it was sitting right by my recliner with a fan blowing towards me too. So maybe that was maybe there was too much background noise. But I feel like the volume kind of took away from the experience. But I would easily watch that again because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And that was the first Marvel movie where I actually watched past the end credits to see that special scene that they put in every Marvel movie to see the connection to the next movie, which I won't spoil it if y'all haven't watched it yet, but let's just say it has to do with Thor. That's all I'll say. Mac and Hose, I'm sad I can't diddle you at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Honestly, I am too. Hearing the Wraith is going to be performed was kind of like, damn. But yeah, it was. They pushed it. They took too long to. They were unable to find a location too late in the year, so we ended up just planning to do the convention versus the gathering. and we actually really enjoyed the convention so much. We're thinking about that's going to be our yearly event, and then if we have enough to make it to the gathering, then we'll obviously still hit up the gathering. But as of right now, it's looking like when you have those juggalos that are like, I am never going to miss a gathering, we're kind of looking at it like we're never going to miss a convention. Because we're nerdy. We were just talking about it earlier today with playing Pokemon Go. We're nerdy. That's just us. So going to the game convention, there's a lot more nerdy people, so that's kind of like, that's our crowd. Nerdy juggalos is our fucking crowd. I'm not saying that there's not nerdy juggalos at the gathering. I'm just saying there's a more collective group of them at a gaming convention. So X-Man wants to know, who is my favorite psychopathic or magic ninja artist? My favorite psychopathic artist, obviously, Insane Clown Posse. If we're going to take them out of the equation, since they are the creators and, you know, obviously, like, the main artist, my favorite psychopathic artist right now, I want to say Anybody Killa, but he hasn't put anything new out in a few years, so I think that I'm going to say Big Hoodoo right now. Now, my favorite Magic Ninja artist is actually a group. Right now, Gorilla Voltage, I'm a big fan of them. So, Gorilla Voltage for Magic Ninja, straight up. Saria wants to know what's my favorite ICP album. If we're talking Joker cards, Great Malenko. Non-Joker card, Bizarre Bazaar. Now, which Bizarre? I'm gonna go with Double A, aka the question mark. So there you go. Lil D says, M&E, Psychopathic, and Strange, I have about 190 something CDs. I don't actually know how many I have. I stopped. I used to make Facebook posts all the time showing my CD collection. But if you guys remember All Things Juggalo, I actually have him on my friends list on Facebook. And whenever I post a picture of my CD collection, he always comments, nothing. You should check out mine. And I'm like, God damn, man. He's always got to show that he's always got to like, oh yeah, that's not so high and mighty. So I kind of stopped like being proud of my CD collection, I guess. Nah, it's all love. But what's some of my favorite YouTubers to check out outside of Juggalo content? Well, if you guys are Star Wars fans, then Star Wars Theory is a really good channel. He dives like head first into a lot of the Star Wars lore. Like, we're talking the expanded universe, which is now known as Legends. We're talking canon, non-canon stuff, Clone Wars, Rebels, all the movies, novelizations of the movies, comics. Right now he's been doing a lot with the Marvel comics that they've been putting out about Darth Vader. So if you're into Star Wars, it's all about Star Wars Theory. If you're not into Star Wars, my favorite non-Juggalo YouTuber to watch, there's not many of them that I do watch. One channel I enjoy is Looper. I do like Looper a lot. They have similar style videos as Watch Mojo. Like Watch Mojo has their top 10 lists or whatever. But I like Looper. Other than that, I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm just gonna say Star Wars Theory. So let's see. Scroll up a little bit here. I'm not going to the March. I would love to go to the March, but financially that doesn't seem like an option. I would love to be able to go to everything that they're putting out this year. I would have loved to have been at Juggalo Day. I would have loved to be able to go to the Gathering. I want to go to the Carnival of Carnage show. And I'm trying to talk Megs into Hollow-Wicked. So. So, Billiam, you're going to be at the next DCG Con. Hell yes. Hopefully we will be there. Yo, 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 what up, Juggaloco? What up? Hopefully, Billiam, hopefully we'll get to meet up. I was a little, I'm not gonna lie, I don't wanna sound arrogant or egotistical by saying this or narcissistic, but there was a lot of juggalos that came up, recognized me, showed me love, at the convention. It was a little overwhelming because I wasn't expecting it at all. Like I went to the gathering last year and only 2 people recognized me, and then I went to the convention. It was like a lot more. So it was a little overwhelming, to be honest. It's because we're nerds. Okay. I'll take that answer, sure. But yeah, I definitely look forward to meeting up with you, Billiam. Okay, Jay or Shaggy? Are we talking solo albums? Because if we're talking solo albums, I've actually stated, I think, in Carnival Spirits Hangout, I believe I made the statement that I prefer Shaggy's solo albums over Violent J's. I believe I've stated that in that hangout. What up, Sean Z? Are you guys finally no longer live? I'm trying not to compete with Carnival Spirits, but it's not working out for me. Saturday turned out to be like my freest day, so I actually wanted to join the hangout today, and I opened it up. I had it right to the point where it says join hangout, and I closed back out of it and just watched because I was looking at the time. It was like 4:45. I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna lose track of time if I join. So I didn't join. I just watched. Which I was trying to chat with y'all because you guys were talking about Headshot Louie in that hangout, and I was trying to inform you guys who he was. It is a he. He's actually based out of St. Louis, and I'm listening to his music. I just got this package Thursday with some CDs in it to do future reviews of his albums. So he actually recognized me from the DCG Con, showed me a lot of love, gave me a hat pin, said he wanted to hook me up with some CDs to possibly review. So that's how that happened, and I'm digging his music so far. A lot of it is the style of rap that I have to be in a certain mood for. So I am struggling a little bit, but for the most part, he's a great, humble dude, and he's got some talent. So those reviews are coming out. Don't take this as my full review. So I'm gonna scroll back up here. Oh shit! Shanzi hitting that super chat. This is from Carnival Spirits. Also, hi Megs. Shanzi says, hey, hi. Shanzi, by the way, Megs and I were just talking about the Great Malenko tour. If and when they go on the Great Malenko tour. She said, because like I just said, I was trying to talk her into going to Hollowicked, and she says, no, I want to go to Great Malenko. She's like, we definitely got to go to Great Malenko. I was like, okay, cool. But she stated that she wants to meet back up with you in Coma. I said, if they stop in Louisville, though, I don't think they're going to come to Indy. I don't think you and Coma would travel to Indy, but that would be the shit.
Are you kidding? They look for Megs in DC.
Would they though? Would you and Coma travel to Indy for Megs in DC? I mean, to be fair, Indianapolis is about halfway between us.
To be fair, think of how much we enrich the experience and we add to it. And you get to be in my vlog.
True. You are sneaky with that damn camera. Let's see. Mark Adams is going to his first gathering this year. Been down since Jekyll Brothers dropped. Can't believe I waited so long. Any tips you got for me when I get there? Be prepared, but don't be too prepared. Because last year was our first gathering, and we packed a lot of extra food that we ended up bringing back home, and some of it ended up getting thrown away because we never ate it then. But follow the motto of rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. I'll just say that. You know, think ahead. Do you think you'll need something? That way you have it if you need it. Alan is going to the Most Tasteless show the day of his birthday. Hell yeah.
Hey, where's my scissors at?
I have no clue where your scissors are at. I know they were on the table earlier. We had it set up.
And you took the table out, so where are my scissors?
They weren't on the table when I moved it.
Pack up everything. I'll come.
Ah. Okay, anyway, the Most Tasteless show, actually hearing about the Most Tasteless tour was kind of like, I might hit that up. I might actually hit that up. I was thinking about going to the Freak Show concert because it's in Kokomo, and that is a very doable show to go to, like very doable. But I'm not 100% certain on that one. But Most Tasteless, I actually like Most Tasteless more than Freak Show. So I may hit up Most Tasteless. I don't know yet. Honestly, I still have that sour taste in my mouth. But let's see. X-Man loves Star Wars Theory. It's a great channel. It really is, especially if you like Star Wars. See, Billiam says he plays D&D, Toon, Blood Bowl, Ravenloft, Vampire, The Masquerade, Werewolf, Shadowrun, Warhammer, Magic. He thinks his nerd game is on point as well. Yeah. As far as my nerdy side, you know, I've actually never played D&D, and there was a ninja at the gathering that rode with CPN who actually had to explain it to me and Megs because I had heard of D&D, but never played it. Never witnessed it being played. So, but as far as like our Juggalo nerdy side, yeah, we're all about Into the Echo side. So that is a great game. But the biggest nerdy thing about me would probably be Pokemon. Like, I was all about Pokemon as a kid, and I'm not so much into the show anymore. I still have all the Pokemon cards from collecting them as a kid. I don't really mess with them too much anymore, but I still play the games every now and again, and that's why playing Pokemon Go is just so natural. Like, I still remember all the types. I still remember what's strong against what. I still remember what evolves into what. Pokemon was my shit as a kid, and apparently it's coming back around and becoming my shit again as an adult because I'm Pokemon going it up. Any kind of ICP game. Oh, what up, Ink Smoothie? I didn't mean to skip over you there. What up, Ninja? Mark says, any kind of ICP game you'd like to see from Dark Carnival Games that would best suit the mythology. I'd like to see an action campaign game like the new Ninja Turtles game. I actually like Into the Echo side a lot. I think that touched on the mythology pretty good. I think it's touched on it really good. So, if we're talking video games, then yeah, I would love to see something kind of cool along that line. Already done it. What are you talking about, Sean? They already done what? Arctic Wolf, what up? You're welcome for the tips. Just be as prepared as you think you can be. Think ahead. That's all. That's the biggest tip I can give you. I've only gone once though, so. Pennywise, the dancing clown. Would you rather see paint or no paint? On Most Tasteless, actually, I do think it would be cool to have them not use paint. If they did the hoodies and went back to that old school first look before they really had it down, that would be awesome. Listerine. What lies beneath says Listerine, bro. Or mints. Mints work too. But you should have your fucking toothbrush and toothpaste anyways. Give a little rinse off, especially if you don't have a lot to drink that day. Your mouth is going to get dry and your breath is going to get nasty. And you're just going to have a really nasty taste in your mouth. Actually, funny story. I had a bad toothache the night of Kung Fu Vampire show back on June 14th. And we didn't have any drinks with us or anything. And that whole night, my mouth was dry, my tooth was hurting. And at one point, after the show, Kung Fu Vampire did a little meet and greet with everybody where you could get a free poster and you could have a sign, you know, take a picture with him. Before we actually went up to meet him, I looked at Megs and I go, does my breath stink? And I went, like that. She was like, it wasn't bad. But that was honestly something I was worried about. First impressions are everything. Yes, Alan, Most Tasteless is a dope album. It's easily in my top 5. I about said 3, but I'm not sure about 3. Probably, see, Wicked's my favorite. Green Book would be my second favorite. But I might have to put a little more thought into my third favorite Twisted album. But I think Most Tasteless is close to my third. Pokemon Go is very fun. We did our first battles today, going to gyms. Had a blast. They had just incorporated raid battles where you apparently can go to the gyms and fight like a boss, which is just one Pokemon. And then after you beat him, you get a chance to try to catch him. And we actually were successful in that. Then we went to try to take on another one. Got our asses whooped. I was like arrogant as fuck because it was an Alakazam, but it was like level 21,000. And the highest level I have is like 1034, like 1034. So, but I had a lot of dark type Pokemon, which if you know Pokemon, dark type strong against psychic. So I'm arrogant as fuck, like, I could easily take this Alakazam out. I go in there and my dark types were actually like knocked out in like 3 or 4 hits, and I'm like, Jesus, this guy's fucking murdering me. So arrogant, had that like totally kick my ass, but went around the corner to another gym that was enemy controlled because I'm Team Valor, and the gym I was trying to go fight was Team Mystic. Well, Megs just so happens to be Team Mystic, so as I'm sitting there battling in this gym, she's feeding fucking berries to the opponent, and I'm like, what the fuck? I ended up losing there too, and I was like, thanks. She's like, I just wanted to see what would happen if I fed him while you were battling him. Yeah, it helps him out, damn it. So, Pokemon Go is a blast. Like, I made a post on Facebook about it and everything because my childhood is just like rushing back to me. All those memories of playing Pokemon on the Game Boy is just fucking great. I feel like a kid again. What up, Hatchet Reviews? What up, SSBS Fanboy? Which I've been meaning to ask you, SSBS Fanboy, what is the SSBS? I'm curious. Yeah, I heard Blaze is going to perform his old shit. I believe, was it the Freak Show concert in July where he's going to be performing his self-titled EP? I believe so. I believe so. Have you ever drank non-Faygo sodas? All the time, actually. And usually when I do it too, I say that I'm cheating. But one of my favorite sodas, pops, however you prefer to call it, is Dr. Pepper. So Dr. Faygo is actually, surprisingly, Dr. Faygo is not my favorite flavor of Faygo, but that's because there's so many different awesome flavors of Faygo to try that Dr. Faygo just kind of falls into a lower tier of my favorite drinks. But my favorite soda that's non-Faygo is Dr. Pepper. And so for anybody out there who's probably going to pop up in the chat right now and say it's called soda or it's called pop, it's soda pop, so either name is acceptable to me. Just throwing that out there, because I know somebody's probably going to hassle me about it. What up, John McClure? Eric says I should ask you, Megs, if my breath stinks during sex and then breathe in your face. She said that's inappropriate. Whoop whoop, nobody man. I'm just a nobody and I think it's a drag.
I'm oldie.
Shanzi says most tasteless Freak Show and Green Book are his top 3 Twisted records in no order. And Abomination stands on its own. So, are you trying to say Abominations is the best? I think Wicked is. I don't know. I really like that dark shit that they had going for him, so. Team Valor. Yeah, fist me, bro. I've been doing that a lot at work. Like, people go to, like, shake my hand or whatever. And I just hold my fist out and I tell them, fist me. I like to fist. And, of course, I did that to Megs once. I said, fist. I like to fist. She said, you ain't doing that shit to me. I know, Billy. I'm fucking feeding berries to the enemy. Which, it really sucks that you can't... It really sucks that you can't switch teams. I mean, I could understand only being able to do it once. Once makes sense to me, but, you know, we weren't in the vicinity of each other when we joined our teams, so I just joined Valor, and apparently she joined Mystic, and we got together, and I was like, what'd you join?
Well, obviously Mystic is the best, so...
Just because more people pick it doesn't make it the best. I am late on the Pokemon Go craze, but I've only had an iPhone since November. And actually, Megs had to kind of talk me into it because I don't remember what my hesitation was. I think it was because of data usage. I was afraid I was going to suck all my data up. But it actually, surprisingly, does not use that much. Actually, the YouTube app uses more, but since I downloaded the Creator Studio app, I'm using less data because instead of going into YouTube to check comments and whatnot, I can go right into that Creator Studio app and respond there. So that's awesome. Why is your username a secret? It's driving me crazy because honestly, seeing the SSBS kind of makes me think of Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z.
Super Ball BS.
But what's the S before that?
Oh.
Super Ball. Super fanboy.
Soaked Super Balls. Super fan. Boy.
I like that. Soaked Super Balls, super fanboy. Dr. Pepper for life. Also, it's Coke. Yeah, I remember hearing somewhere it's just straight up called Coke. But Coke is an actual brand. Abominations just can't be compared to any other record they've done. Hell, it's why there's rumor of a sequel. I have not heard this rumor. It's not a very big rumor then. Teammates instinct. You know, actually, I was telling Megs this. I don't see very many instinct gyms around our town at all. I've only encountered one, and that was at my work. Because my work's actually a Pokestop, and then the hotel next to it is a gym. Well, no, it's not a hotel. It's a church, isn't it? Yeah, it's a church. A church is a fucking gym.
Well, it's outside, so...
Yeah. Which sucks because I guess if I want to go play in that gym, I'm going to have to actually leave the building to go on my lunch break and do it there. Which I guess I could. I don't see why I couldn't go walk out into the parking lot.
Naruto is better than Dragon Ball. No.
You're triggering me, brah. You're triggering me.
Believe it.
I'm pulling it out. I'm going to pull it out right now. There's my wallet. I couldn't get into Naruto. I was told that if I liked DBZ, I would like Naruto, and I didn't. Same way with One Piece.
How old were you when you started watching Naruto?
17 or 18?
That might be part of it.
Could be. I've been watching DBZ since I was like 11. See, it has nothing to do with Dragon Ball or Super Balls and Coca-Cola for life.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't, then he would just say what it was.
True.
So
Yeah, you have to prove that it's not. It's not about Super Balls or DBZ. Or DBZ.
Where's he at?
Right here.
Silly sissies before sisters.
Silly sissies before sisters.
Hey, it fits.
Oh, man. That's great. Went to Kentucky. I got lucky. Yeah, RC Cola, is that what it is? I remember, what was it, Jolt? Was it RC Jolt that I'm thinking of? But there was a Coke, or there was a cola product out there, or a cola flavor, I guess I should say, that had like double the caffeine.
What about that Pepsi cinnamon?
Oh, I haven't tried that yet. But as far as, if we're going to talk cola flavors here, I prefer Coke over Pepsi. I prefer Cherry Coke over Wild Cherry Pepsi. But I prefer Pepsi Vanilla over Vanilla Coke. I wish they didn't get rid of Pepsi Vanilla. We Instinct are a small but loyal group. Also a church is a Pokestop right down the street from me. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, Shanzi. I kind of regret not joining Instinct because it is small. But on the same hand, if I did that, I would be the only motherfucker in town trying to defend a gym. And I don't know about all that.
And then I would be giving.
Exactly. She'd be giving all the enemies fucking berries while I'm battling. I don't care if you do it after, but during it, that's kind of shitty.
You know what? We were using my car to get there.
True. True. I guess I'll just control the gym outside of work.
I'll get it back when I pick you up.
True. You'll probably just post up right after you drop me off for work and take it back, and then on my lunch break, I'll take it back, and then before you come pick me up for work, you'll take it back then. Knowing my luck, that's how it'll go. Darkness is the best album. It was an okay album. In Hell is a really banging track. Love the shit out of it. Alright, Alan. Peace. Thanks for joining. And much clown love to you. Lil D's uploading a video. So he's back now. Multitask, bro. Multitask. I've actually been in a hangout before uploading a video. No, I'm just playing. You don't have to multitask if you don't want to. Okay. Yeah. Hit up my Facebook page and let me know, or Twitter, or Instagram, or you can email me, or text me. My number is. Just kidding. Not giving my number out. And you better not either, Shanzi. Yeah, people hate on Krillin, but I don't think he gets hate on as much as Yamcha. Krillin has died the most, but Yamcha is the weakest for sure. Which, are you watching, have you been watching Super? Not the dub, I'm talking the subtitled. It's still in Japanese. Have you been watching it all? Shit's getting fucking awesome. SSBS, we know you're a white power supporter. Don't be afraid. I support all power. Cherry Cola is the fucking whip. That's why I'm really hoping the ICP flavor is insane Cherry Cola. I did get a chance to have Cherry Cola Faygo. When we went to the convention, we stopped at a few places to try to get flavors we haven't had, and we found 2 new flavors. So I did try the Cherry Cola flavor Faygo. Not bad. Yeah, just tell us what it means. Megs has crossed a line. If you're talking about feeding berries, yeah, she crossed a line for sure. I was sitting there battling, and all at once, the dude's fucking health jumped right up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh. And then I got knocked out. That sucked. Your YouTube career is safe with us. This is a trust circle. You can put it in the chat, and I won't say it out loud. And hopefully people watching this when it's no longer live will not be paying attention to the chat in the window right now. So... I remember when Megs fed us to the enemy. Yeah, I remember. Not gonna lie, I was a little hurt by it. There was definitely some betrayal and a sharp stabbing pain in my back. Lil D says he can't multitask because he works for the government, so he forgot how. So Krill and Piccolo were your favorite. Vegeta was my favorite until the first Broly movie, and he showed he was a sissy boy. I actually, I don't necessarily follow too many of the movies because I don't think they fit the timeline well enough, so I just kind of write them off. The only one that I accept is Cooler's Revenge, because that actually, that can fit into the storyline pretty well. During the 3 years that they were training before the androids attacked, that can fit in there perfectly. Just remember, Frieza was cool, but his brother was cooler. That was gay as fuck, sorry. Fucking Yamcha. DC's number is 911. You'll need it. True. Yeah, that's the reason why I say. That's the reason I ask if you've watched Super in Japanese, because actually, what they did with the first two sagas, I guess you will, of Super, is they're actually retelling Battle of Gods, and then they're retelling Resurrection F, with obviously filler episodes in there. So there's a certain point of Super where it becomes worth watching, because they actually. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it gets good. It gets real good. I'm up to, I think they're at episode 97 now in Japanese. If you tell us, then you need a reward. Alright, everybody, dig in your pockets. Let's see what kind of change we can scrounge up. I think, yeah, I got a penny right here. But if I do that, then I can only throw out 1 cent instead of 2 cents in the future. I think the series would lose its meaning at that point. Four days off next week. I've actually got 3. I get today off, obviously, and then I'll have Tuesday off, normal day off, but then I'll have the 5th off as a holiday, which is great because I can stay up late and light off fireworks and not have to worry about being up the next morning for work at 5. Chauncey, you know why I'm not going to the gathering. They couldn't find a place soon enough, so we went for the convention. Believe me, we want to go. Actually, when ICP did that charity auction a couple weeks ago on eBay, I bid the maximum I could with my PayPal credit, which was $500, and I was outbid the second that I bid. So I was kind of looking at it like this: 2 tickets to Carnival of Carnage, fuck yeah. 2 tickets to the gathering, fuck yeah. I'll throw out $500 for that, because that right there alone. Let's see, the gathering. How much are they selling the gathering tickets for this year? They're what, $180 again? So right there you got $360, and then you throw in the $500 for the Carnival of Carnage. I mean, $500 easily would be worth all that. Ooh, Jello.
Give your honest review.
That's good. What flavor was that?
Which one?
The red.
Strawberry, Jello, and then red pop Faygo. There's a spoon.
Delicious.
You like the blue?
Yeah, that was good. Suck that shit right up. Hell yeah, Billiam.
Blue raspberry Faygo and blue raspberry Jello.
Billiam hitting the super chat. This is for your pain. No man deserves berry deceit. Yeah.
It was just a couple berries.
Yeah, but it cost me my match. Which I probably would have lost anyways because I had already gone through all 6 of my Pokemon
Yeah,
and I
but-
was only on Pokemon number 3 in the gym.
Yeah, but think about all the bitching I had to endure on the ride home.
That's true. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, then Saturday. Jeez. I want your job. Okay, so I told you I wouldn't say your username out loud, but that's actually a dope username.
You know what, though? That took you an awful long time to come up with that. Makes me wonder if it's real or not.
I actually think that was a really fun game. I actually downloaded it out of the virtual console on the Wii, so...
I was going to say, we have that game.
Oh, so they're selling the tickets for $190, not $180? God damn.
At the Gathering?
Yeah, for the Gathering.
That's not the card pass or anything. That's all extra.
Right,
And then
that's
the
just the
amusement
ticket.
or the water park's actually extra too.
Yup. It's crazy. Creepy Head says that was sexy. You like the way I sucked that Jello up into my mouth? Yeah, I took that whole load in my mouth.
Maybe we should do that for your next live hangout. Just have you in a blow-up pool with nothing but Jello.
Oh God, just flopping around in the Jello and then just suck it all up.
Yeah.
What up, Brooklyn Menace? Cody Zimmerman. Yo, you like Faygo Punch? I do like Faygo Punch.
I've never had Faygo Punch.
Yes, you have. The Ohana Punch?
Oh, I thought he meant like you mix Faygo with punch and then, you know.
I'm assuming he meant... Do you mean Ohana Punch? Like the... That one?
Like where you mix it together with a juice. Like, you know, like juicy juice or something.
$13.50 an hour, I guess? God damn. I will gladly trade you jobs.
Think of the long commute you'd have.
That's true. That is true. Yes, I will gladly have more.
I think the blue's my favorite.
Let's see. Cooler's Revenge was dope, but I think my 2 favorites were the Bardock movie and Lord Slug.
I think it's a good username. I like it.
Actually, I do like the Bardock movie too. I forgot that's the other one. But actually, the Bardock movie was more so a TV special than an actual movie. Same way with the History of Trunks. They're not technically classified as movies. They were TV specials to help tell a part of the story in the show. That's why they match up so perfectly with the actual timeline, because they're more so TV specials. Which is also why when you go to buy the box set of all the movies, there's not one for the History of Trunks and there's not one for Bardock, the father of Goku.
Do you want some pizza rolls?
Sure.
Okay, they're in the oven.
Super Smash Brothers.
I like that username. I think that's cool.
I can say, okay, let me scroll back up. Super Smash Brothers series is a great series. Actually, I used to play Melee, the one for GameCube. I used to play that a lot with my cousin. I haven't played the newest ones. Brawl, I think it is.
The top one.
Woo! That was probably loud. Sorry, guys. Let me see that real quick.
Wow.
Apparently, I just won.
Get your own.
I was bidding on eBay for a Great Malenko cassette tape, and I won.
I was going to show that in case you wanted to see it.
Oh, Megs wants me to show you guys. I don't know how well you can see it. Instagram post. Go follow Megs on Instagram. It's Megan's 7 Skin.
Not foreskin, 7 skin.
Yeah, not foreskin, 7 Skin.
Because I've got that comment before.
Really?
Yeah.
Very odd.
I had someone comment something about they thought it was foreskin and they were laughing and they realized it was 7-skin. Or something like that. I don't know.
Billiam bid $1,300 on the charity auction, and after that, he said, "Fuck that noise." Yeah,
Wow.
I had to say it after 500 because that was the most that I could do. Hell yeah, I won the cassette tape for $850. Great Malenko.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Ohana.
Oh.
Yeah, I've had Ohana quite a bit. It's not bad.
I wouldn't feel dorky. I think we've all had weird usernames.
Oh yeah. Actually, speaking of dorky usernames, before I made the DCFAYGOGUY email that eventually became my YouTube account, I had an email called Master Saiyan Goku.
What about the roadkill one too?
No, that was
You had something that was like roadkill something something.
for a short time on MySpace. I went by Roadkill Juggalo because I got ran over by a hay wagon at work. So, boo, no spoon. I had to. I didn't want to dip my face down in there and have Jello all over my face.
Then you would be patriotic for 4th of July.
These three drove me to a show when me and Coma got Tolo. What's Tolo fucked up?
It's YOLO, but when you're so fuck up, you can't say YOLO, so it comes out Tolo.
Yeah, we had a great time at the ICP show back on May 6th. That's what I'm saying, man. For the next ICP show, if they come to Indianapolis, y'all should drive up. I mean, it is halfway for both of us. We'd technically be meeting in the middle.
Just do exactly what we did for that show, but for Great Malenko.
Yeah. Only book an actual, like, big hotel room so everybody can have their own beds.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like sharing a bed, though, adds to the experience.
A little more intimate, huh?
Yeah.
It was hilarious because the next morning then, Shanzi was, like, passed out, and me, Coma, and Megs were able to play a game of Into the Echo Side, and he did not fucking move a muscle.
Then we like wake him up 15 minutes to check out. We're like, hey, you gotta get ready, get your shit, and pack it up and everything.
Yeah, he's like waking up, and he's like, oh, what time is it? We're like, oh, we got 15 minutes before checkout. Oh, shit. Lil D is contracted for the CDC doing surveys. It's boring. I just like to pay. Well, there you go. I do say, though, I tell a lot of people that leave the job I'm at now because they go to another job that makes more money, and I say, well, it's not always about the money. You got to enjoy what you do, too.
See, look. Faygo, Jello, wrestling. We should do that. Get a blow-up pool.
It's a lot of Jello to make. You down for that? Do I have to wear a thong, though?
You have to wear, like, at least short shorts of some sort.
Yes, Brooklyn Menace, I do have Netflix. And if you are recommending Turbo Kid, I guess we will check it out.
VidCon's out in California, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too far for us to go.
Where do you see that at? Oh.
I did watch a bunch of VidCon videos on YouTube. Like, I watched a whole shitload of them.
I may give Naruto another try.
Believe it.
I mean, I try to keep an open mind with a lot of shows, but One Piece I did not get into at all.
I don't know. I still say Bleach has got to be my favorite.
I have not tried doing martial arts. Yeah, Bleach isn't bad at all. No plans on going to VidCon. I think that is out west.
It's in California.
Is it?
I think so. You have to wear a Faygo label.
Just wear a Faygo label right over my crotch. That is not going to be a...
No, just like be naked, but then just censor it out with a Faygo bottle.
Ooh, I got it. I'll make a thong out of Faygo labels.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Censor it out with a bottle.
Yeah, but like do it naked.
Faygo Jello Wrestling, the new wrestling league by DCFAYGOGUY.
Yes. See, that would be so much fun. You can't say it wouldn't be.
It'd be messy for sure.
But it would be worth it. What would your wrestling name be?
DCFAYGOGUY. I'd have to keep the same name, right?
What would your catch be? Or like your special move?
Faygo shower. And that'll be where I take a bottle, get it all in my mouth as much as I can, and then all over, like in your face, so it blinds you. And then I'd grab you and fucking suplex you.
What would mine be? My cracker.
Oh God, no.
What?
I don't like the sound of that.
What would my move be?
I don't know. That's a good question. What would Megs' finishing move be if she was a wrestler?
I'd be Mega Megs.
Mega Megs.
Mighty Megs, something like that. Mighty Mega Megs.
You worked for 3 days? Okay, wait, I back up here. I have been painstakingly scouring the internet for ICP artwork and pictures for my Dark Carnival mix video that I will post with the final 30-minute mix. Worked for 3 days and got 10 minutes of video done. Yeah, dude. Editing is very painstakingly sometimes. Actually, the intro at the very beginning of this hangout took me a good 15 minutes to put together. That sounds like nothing compared to your 3 days. But it took me a little bit to figure out what I wanted to do, what I wanted to add. And the timing's off on it, I see. But in the actual editor, it was on point. But they must have saved a little bit off. But I wanted it to be set to show the individual pictures at the beginning of Faygo and Who. But the timing's off. Whatever. I'm not going to let it drive me crazy, though. Frog splash off the top rope, but calling it Faygo splash. I like that one. I like that one. The bar soap bash. The mother Faygo Faco. Yeah, editing's fun. Because in the end, when you see what you've done with your editing, it's proud. It's a proud moment. Especially when you have people that actually, give you the compliments for, like, people give me compliments for certain intros or whatever, or things that I do with my videos. Like what I did for the Young Wicked one. The Young Wicked review that I did. I had that idea like weeks ago, and I told Megs, I said, hey, I need you to act for me. Because that fucking album cover, he just looks like a creeper peeking around the corner, so that's what I wanted to do for the intro. Posted a 6-minute preview, but the video that is on it has been completely changed. I have no idea what the stink face is. Super Smash Brothers. I'm gonna start calling you that now that I know. Ah, yeah, yes. It's a Faygo break, and I'm not even drinking Faygo. This actually tastes like tea.
That's because it is tea.
Okay, it's tea. I've been making my own Arnold Palmer's here lately, which is half lemonade, half tea. Okay, Eric says it's an old school Rikishi move. That would be why I know who Rikishi is, but I didn't follow wrestling for very long. Rafiki. Lil D has an idea for a Faygo Flow intro. get two images of Faygo and ice cream running towards each other and crashing and causing a huge explosion, making it combine. That's a great idea. I think that's a little bit above my editing skills, but I would love to be able to pull that off.
Should have a contest.
Yeah. It's when you hit someone in the corner and put your ass in their face. That should be Meg's special move.
That would be my move.
Considering that I'm on my computer and she'll just come up and put her bare ass on my arm and then fart on it. Yeah, I could see that being your move.
It's a little personal to be saying on live hangout, isn't it?
Hey, it's the truth.
You have every bit of it coming.
No.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I am looking at the time. It is 7:58 Eastern time. Like I said, I do have to go to bed to get some sleep before I go to work in the morning. So I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap this up since it's almost 8 o'clock. I try to be ready for bed and at least in bed by 9. So I do believe I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching. And this July coming up, we got all kinds of crazy reviews. Of course, Sink or Float is still going to be going on live every Saturday. I may move it to noon. Not 100% sure yet on that. If I do, I will try to make a Facebook post / Twitter tweet announcing that to let you guys know ahead of time that that change is going to happen for those who love enjoying it live. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys have shown for however long you've been watching. Thank you for all the love, support. And yeah, big things going on in July. Stick around for it. Much clown love, y'all. Peace.